BlackBusters.
What's cracking with the family? We are back with another episode of BlackBusters, the best movie review podcast in the world.
In the world, Craig.
In the world, Craig. In the world.
In the world.
You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Bigg Jah, along with my co-host.
Bracket Tone today.
Bracket Tone.
Bracket Tone today.
Bracket Tone. And that's good because we're doing another bracket show. We did it before, but now we're doing it again. Where we're going to break down. We got a bracket question. What exactly is this, that, and the other? And we're gonna say it right now. I'm gonna throw it to my boy Bracket Tone. He's gonna explain to you what the bracket is for today.
Okay, Ja, here's the bracket for today.
All right.
We're staying in black movies.
Of course.
Okay. What black character had the meanest hands of all time?
Hands as far as fighting.
As far as fighting is concerned.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand contact. What of all these characters in black movies would you say is the toughest? The one that would win in a tournament, like we're doing 80s blood sport? Which of these black characters is the deadliest with their hands?
The deadliest with their hands.
Okay, so I'm gonna toss a couple out. You feel free to add. I'm gonna write them all down.
Okay.
We'll go through that. We'll go through the honorable mentions. We'll maybe start to like bring some categories together. But ultimately, our task by the time we finish this episode is to have the number one hand
actor. Our character.
The
number one character with the most hands, real hands.
Okay. So give me one. Give me
off top, I'm gonna say Wesley Snipes.
Which character?
And I'm gonna say Blade.
Okay. Blade.
I think Wesley with Blade had the most hands, period.
Okay. Now this brings an interesting wrinkle.
Okay.
Because there are some characters that are humans.
Human and supernatural.
And there's some that are supernatural.
Okay, so let's break it down.
So I like Blade. I'm gonna create a column here.
A superhero.
A supernatural
hero.
Okay.
So
and Blade goes there. Blade goes under supernatural.
Blade wasn't human.
Right.
So he's kind of like, we can't put him up against other human characters.
Right.
That ain't fair.
So like he's half human.
Well, half human means he wasn't human. He was only half human. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was half human.
So you can't put Black Panther there.
Hell nah. You put them in the same category.
Okay, so I'm putting Black Panther, supernatural hands, Black Panther,
Blade.
Let's see. Is there anybody else?
Meteor Man, supernatural.
Meteor Man is supernatural.
Meteor Man.
Is Morpheus supernatural?
Yes.
Because he's only got hands like that when he's plugged in.
He can, but still he can also like flow, levitate and stuff like that.
Yeah. And like his skills only like when he's not plugged in. He's
not plugged in.
He's just he's just Lawrence Fishburne
with a trench coat.
right.
With a trench coat. That's it.
Right.
But I still put him in. I still put him in the superhero, supernatural hands.
It's interesting because I like if it's Morpheus versus Blade.
Ooh,
like because that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother episode because I think Blade got too much for a lot of dudes. Man.
Okay. All right. So in terms of like real life characters,
real life hands.
I believe he had hands, so I'm gonna put him on the list, but I don't know if he's gonna make the cut.
Okay.
Debo
had hands.
Did Debo have hands?
Debo had hands, man.
We seen Debo bully smaller people,
right?
But I'd be curious again if Debo was going up against somebody his own size.
Okay.
That's what we're doing today.
Based off his hands and based how much easy work he made of Craig before Craig put the brick on him.
This is true.
Because Craig needed a brick.
Yeah.
Or else he was getting choked out, slammed, and all that.
And let's establish with Debo, it wasn't like everybody was afraid of him for no reason.
That's what I'm saying.
So obviously,
even though sometimes you be afraid of a big dude just because he's big and you fight him, you're like, oh, this nigga don't even got no hands.
Right.
I don't think that was Debo.
I think Debo had a reputation,
especially when he socked Red. He uppercutted Red.
Yeah.
all the way to the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
One punch.
Yeah. Okay, Debo's on the list for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Give me some more names.
Okay, I got ooh, damn. I'm gonna do The Rock.
Okay, what character?
The Rock and it's not a BlackBuster film though.
It's okay,
but he's a black.
He's
man.
a black character with hands.
Even though he's a Rock, and he don't always portray black, he portrays ambiguous. But the fact of the matter is, he's black. His father's black. His mom is Samoan, or Tongan. I think his mom is Polynesian. His daddy's black. Daddy black. Yeah. Got a curly top with a mustache. You know what I'm saying?
And a fanny pack.
And the fanny pack. Now I'm talking his dad. His dad, Rocky Johnson.
Yeah.
He looked like Ken Norton Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think his nickname was it Soul Man, Rocky
Soul, something like that. Yeah.
Anytime you got soul in your name,
you're a brother.
Your daddy black.
Yeah, and so he is black, even though he kind of like culturally he's kind of like Polynesian.
Yeah, he's mixed.
He's mixed. He's a mixed. He's a interracial dude, but he's black.
Yeah.
So, but the movie, what's the movie called? The Rundown.
The Rundown. Okay, he had hands in the Rundown.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm putting that down. The Rock.
And he was just a regular dude.
Yeah. What about his character in the Fast and Furious?
Oh, Shaw or it was
Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, one of the two.
I think he was Officer Hobbs.
Yeah, I think he was Hobbs. Because does the Fast and Furious, it should be classified as supernatural?
Only because, man, I didn't see him like get hit by cars and it's like almost supernatural hero shit. Even though he's supposed to be just a regular cop.
Right. Okay.
But I think didn't he get hit in the face? Didn't him and Vin Diesel's character, Dominic Toretto, have like a fight and they were hitting each other with like a crowbar?
Yeah.
And not even bleeding?
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on.
So we might, but here's the thing. Fast and Furious, they're supposed to be just regular men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but like, physics don't work the same way in the Fast and Furious
I seen the last movie. Vin Diesel's character lifted up a car by itself. With one hand.
Yeah. So that's on some Marvel shit.
Only reason why I'm still not gonna give it to Supernatural because they never say they're supernatural. They never say they got bit by a spider or they got bit by a bat or I think it's just we're supposed to believe it. Believe it.
Yeah.
That he's so passionate about winning this gunfight that he picks up a car.
Okay.
Let
me toss another one that might be in the real world category, but might be superhero hands. Black Dynamite. Where does Black Dynamite
Black Dynamite's regular.
He's regular?
This is the 70s.
Okay. Yeah.
Black Dynamite. Yeah.
Okay.
Michael J. White and Black Dynamite. Yep. Hands.
Sho'nuff.
Oh. Sho'nuff is up there.
What category you want to put him in? Human?
He's human.
Human?
Because without the glow, he was just regular Sho'nuff.
Okay, got you.
Yep.
Okay. So that would be the same for Bruce Leroy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He goes on
because they only had the glow at the end.
Okay.
But even without the glow, they both had hands. You know what I mean?
Denzel Washington's character in The Equalizer.
Yes, regular.
Yeah.
And it was 60 something.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, so you got The Rock. We should put Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel and
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Because in Pitch Black, he was supernatural.
Was he supernatural in Pitch Black?
I think so.
Because you know what, like the first
he could see in the dark. Remember,
he could see in the I guess but I thought that was like the result of like he had been in prison for that long. Because the first Pitch Black is like by the time we get to Pitch Black 2 and 3, it's damn near on some like Guardians of the Galaxy shit.
Right.
But that first one where they was just on the rock with the. You know, with the animals, he was just a thug.
That's pending because I gotta go watch that film again because I thought that he had some type of ability to.
He had the ability, but if I remember this correctly, he was in a prison and he had somebody like burn his retinas so that he could escape the prison. But that's his only like ability is that he can see in the dark, but not because he's from the first movie. Now, by the time we get to the second and third movie, he might have been the child of a dying star or some shit like that. But in the first one, he's just kind of like a thug that can see in the dark, and that's why they need him.
Okay, so you wouldn't put him in the regular hero pile?
Riddick. I'm putting Riddick in Supernatural because of just what I know comes next, right? So just based on the franchise, he goes there,
right?
Kung Fu Joe,
and I'm gonna get you sucker, regular guy.
He's a regular.
He was whooping ass until they ambushed him.
Right,
they ambushed him.
Right. Ooh, you motherfucker. Ooh. Forrest Whitaker is Ghost Dog. What? Don't disrespect the way the samurai.
Forrest Whitaker. and Ghost Dog
and Ghost
hilarious.
Oh man. He goes on the list. Honorable mention though.
Honorable mention, yeah. He's not whooping nobody's ass in real life.
Right. Okay, a couple of more that I wrote here. Apollo Creed. Adonis Creed.
And Clubber Lang. You can't forget.
And Clubber Lang,
Lane. But here's
Clubber
the thing.
Lang.
Only I feel weird about these characters because these characters are real boxers.
Yeah.
So they have ultimate hands on by default.
It needs another category.
Yeah, I think you got the best hands in fighter films.
Yeah, so Apollo Creed, that's Adonis Creed, that's Hurricane Carter.
A real boxer. Louis Gossett Jr. in Diggstown. Yeah.
Hey man, like Diggstown is like one of the, like, remember when Blockbuster was popping, or just like your regular local? Like I would go.
I used to go to the hood
hood one. Yeah,
3 for $5.
Yeah, like, and you can keep them shits forever if you wanted to. But Diggstown was one of those movies where I was too young to be watching it, but I remember just really like liking Diggstown.
Yes, me too. Also, what was the other movie? With Cuba Gooding Jr.? Gladiator. Yeah, the first Gladiator. The first one, not the medieval one. Yeah, that was Cuba Gooding Jr. was a boxer in that one. That's in the boxing film. That's in the boxing category too.
Okay, so then what about
Usher and
what about Too Sweet from Penitentiary?
This is one butt I can never cut. Ooh.
So
Too Sweet in the Penitentiary.
Is that boxing? Is that
he was a boxer in prison, right?
He was a boxer in prison. Yeah. Ja, I'm gonna watch that shit with the
I gotta watch it now.
It's been
I gotta watch Penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
Damn, we gotta watch Penitentiary.
I gotta watch what was the other one? I ain't seen it in a while, and I said I gotta check it out. I forget, it'll come back to me.
Diggstown is not a BlackBuster.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not.
Hurricane Carter is though.
Yeah.
The Hurricane.
The Hurricane is.
Yes.
Man, I'm gonna watch Penitentiary. I remember, fuck man, I had to be like 5 or 6 years old when I saw Penitentiary. I had no business watching that movie.
Yeah.
It was in prison.
It was terrible. For kids to watch.
Which one had like the dwarf? Like it was one with like a
That's
dwarf.
The two.
Is that two?
I think so. I think so.
We have to watch all 3 penitentiaries, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just remember this dude said, "Oh, this is one butt I can never cut."
And I
said, "Oh, nah."
And I remember it being a bad movie then.
Yes.
Like I remember it being really bad. Yeah. So I wonder how I'm gonna take it now.
Is it gonna translate? Is it gonna pause indeed? Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't catch that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, man.
Right. It's
so many
good.
of them come out my mouth. Pause.
Ooh, whoa. Words of the Brothers from Harlem. That's crazy, Tone.
Shit, man.
That's wild.
If I paid attention to it, probably like 70% of the shit I say is worthy.
Pause-worthy?
It's pause-worthy.
Damn.
I gotta be better.
It's all good, man. Live your life.
Nah, man. Like it's only I think I only get away with it because I don't pause, right? Because you just assume like he ain't playing BB Bridges. Like, you know,
He's not playing this
let
game.
the nigga slide, right?
Yeah.
But if I was to pause every now and then more frequently, you would see how often the shit that I say is pause worthy.
Pause worthy.
God damn it.
Dang. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting Too Sweet in the boxing category.
Too Sweet is hilarious.
Okay, so there's a couple more. Action Jackson.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Action Jackson.
So he gets
Apollo Creed's in that boxing category. Action Jackson is just a bad motherfucker.
Zeus from No Holds Barred.
Tiny Zeus Lister from No Holds Barred.
Zeus.
Oh, what about him against Debo?
Zeus. Yeah, Zeus would beat Debo.
I think yeah.
Zeus is a maniac.
Wasn't a professional fighter, but he was a professional wrestler.
He was a professional wrestler.
And we talking about hands, and he had hands.
He had hands. Zeus. I mean, he was punching cinder blocks in No Holds Barred.
Right.
Damn, that's a great '80s movie too. Okay, are there a couple others that I'm missing? We got Louis Gossett Jr. He's Diggstown. Will Smith is Gemini Man.
Oh, the original, not the clone.
Just the original, like his skills.
Yeah, he was handy. He was super handy.
Mm-hmm.
And is that super? His clone was supernatural, but he wasn't.
He wasn't
at all.
No, he was like Jason Bourne, right? Like just, you know.
Yeah, I'll take it. But
he didn't have any enhancements.
He could jump high. He jumped into buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah, they might have.
Yeah, he was able to do stuff that most humans. That's why he was faster, quicker. He was a little bit more advanced than the human version of Will Smith's character, because he could do stuff. He was like, well, yeah.
So here's what I got. We're probably missing some.
I feel like we missing a gang. So here's the thing, family. We here just off the dome, just talking about this.
Yeah.
If y'all feel we overlooked some actors, some roles, some characters that you think have more hands than the people that we mentioned and the people that we're gonna have down into the bracket, please comment.
Yeah.
Please comment and let us know who we forgot. If we forgot anybody else, if you agree or disagree, go ahead and comment in the comments below.
This is old school, but it just jumped into my head. Jim Kelly is Black Belt Jones.
Hilarious. Black Belt Jones.
Black Belt Jones. He was a bad motherfucker. I would throw Kareem, but Kareem got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
So
his hands weren't good enough.
But he did kick a full foot in Bruce Lee's chest.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what I have right now in terms of like our finalists. So we got Debo, we got The Rock in Rundown, we got Black Dynamite, Sho'nuff, Bruce Leroy, Denzel and Equalizer, Will Smith and Gemini Man,
right?
Carl Weathers as Action Jackson, Vin Diesel from Pitch Black. No, I put him in the other category. Riddick.
Oh, put Vin Diesel
from Fast and Furious
and Knock Around Guys.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, Knock Around Guys.
I like that.
He was getting the squad ball in that.
Okay, Knock Around Guys, and then we got Forrest Whitaker from Ghost Dog, Kung Fu Joe from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, Zeus from No Holds Barred. All right, we need to try to cut this list. This list is now, it's 14. We need to cut this list. We need to get it to 8.
Right.
So we got to seed the 8. At least seed the 8. So I give you first pick. Who would you say is the number 1 seed?
Number 1 seed? Damn.
Or should we just get our top 8? Maybe we should just exclude. Maybe it's easier to just take guys off the list now. Because we could take Ghost Dog off the list.
Yeah, we can.
All right. Much love. But Ghost Dog is gone.
Sorry, brother.
Sorry. Okay, so then that leaves us with 12. I like Jim Kelly as Black Belt Jones, but there's some people on the list that I think would mop him.
Yeah, right. He getting mopped.
Yeah, so Jim Kelly's gone. Of the names that are remaining, Debo, Rock from Rundown, Black Dynamite, Sho'nuff, Bruce Leroy, Denzel Equalizer, Will Smith Gemini Man, Action Jackson, Vin Diesel Knock Around Guys. I think that Debo actually, because these guys are like martial artists. Like the guys that are left, like Debo can fight.
He can street fight.
He can street fight. But like I think that like Denzel from Equalizer whips Debo's ass.
Yes. You're right.
Right?
You're right.
So like even though Debo's a hood hero, this is like a hood street fighter, right?
Right.
Like where, you know.
Right.
So even though Debo's got like Debo and he's known, I think up against these characters in terms of physics, he's gonna get stomped out.
Yeah.
So
and get punched on.
Appreciate you, Debo, but you out.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that the same for your boy Vin Diesel and Knock Around Guys?
I think Vin Diesel has more hands
than
Debo. Vin Diesel has more hands than Debo. I feel like he can have a square up with somebody and not get knocked out as fast.
So we have to cut 2, Ja. So we got The Rock and the Rundown, Black Dynamite, Show Nuff, Bruce Leroy, The Equalizer, The Gemini Man, Action Jackson, Vin Diesel Knock Around Guys, Kung Fu Joe, and Zeus. We got to cut 2.
Kung Fu Joe versus Vin Diesel.
You think those 2 are the ones to cut? I think you could probably cut Zeus now too. I think you could like Show Nuff versus Zeus. I don't know. Zeus was a bad motherfucker.
He was. But Zeus got mocked by Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk was a savage at the time.
Yeah.
Zeus versus, you said who?
I said Zeus versus Show Nuff. Just like trying to figure out like how we're gonna get to A.
Zeus versus Show Nuff.
Mm-hmm. Zeus might actually fuck Show Nuff up.
Yeah. Because even when he was like, why don't you sit down and shut up?
Yeah.
Why don't you come down here and make me? And he was talking to the little fat dude with the halter top, the midriff. I'm not losing to nobody that has a midriff.
Yeah. Well, so The Rock from Rundown.
The Rock from Rundown is beating.
Who is he beating? I don't know who he's beating.
The Rock?
The Rock from the movie The Rundown.
The Rock is beating the Kung Fu Joe.
You think he's beating Kung Fu Joe?
Yeah. He's bigger.
Yeah.
He might not know the karate, but I think he could grab him and slam him
And here's the thing with Kung Fu Joe. This feels like slander. I'm sorry. But I'm trying to remember if we ever saw him really whip ass.
The cops? Wow.
He was whipping the cops, but they cops, right?
And a lot of cops don't be having hands.
Yeah, so
especially those cops. They
right.
look like they didn't have no hands.
We know he's tough because he got shot and he survived.
But he was.
We never saw him put in a work.
Yeah.
So I think because for lack of evidence, because we seen The Rock run down lay hands, right? We seen Kung Fu Joe lay hands too,
right?
But like not enough tape,
right?
Not enough tape on
not enough tape to see how really nice he is.
Exactly. Okay, so Kung Fu Joe's gone. Boom.
Kung Fu Joe.
Okay, so now we got one more to cut to get to
the Elite 8.
Our Elite 8.
Name them for me.
Talk to me about action. Okay, we got Rundown Rock, Black Dynamite, Show Nuff, Bruce Leroy, The Equalizer, The Gemini Man, Action Jackson, Vin Diesel Knock Around Guys, and Zeus. You got Bruce Leroy and Show Nuff currently.
Yeah, that was my
Show Nuff is the easiest one.
Show Nuff, yeah, because he loses.
Yeah, boom, okay. Thanks, Dame. Super easy. Okay, now we got our top 8. Now we need to get these into brackets. So of Rundown, Black Dynamite, Bruce Leroy, Denzel, Will Smith, Action Jackson, Vin Diesel, and Zeus, who's your number 1 seed?
If I'm doing,
or who's the weakest? Who's the 8th seed? If you can't jump straight to the top, maybe it's easier to say.
Give me them again.
Okay. You got The Rock from The Rundown.
Yes.
Black Dynamite.
Yes.
Bruce Leroy.
Yes.
The Equalizer. The Gemini Man. Action Jackson. Vin Diesel and Knockaround Guys. And Zeus.
Vin Diesel
is your 8 seed.
Yeah, because I still think he'll lose to Zeus. Zeus is so big.
Okay, so we're going to put Vin Diesel in the 8 seed. I think we're going to put Zeus in the 7 seed. Or The Rock from The Rundown in the 7 seed.
Rock beats Zeus.
You think The Rock beats Zeus?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to put The Rock as a 6 seed.
Because honestly, The Rock beats a lot of guys because in his movies, he's already a big dude. Mm-hmm. He's basically the new Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think he actually can fight better than Arnold Schwarzenegger can. I think Dwayne Johnson in real life can fight better than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And I think the movies he plays, he's more athletic. He's a little bit more limber. So I think he beats the Terminator.
Is the Equalizer a number 1 seed? Who do you think of Black Dynamite, Bruce Leroy, Equalizer, Gemini Man, and Action Jackson? Who we got those are our remaining 5. We need to kind of start to get them.
Yeah, narrow it down.
Yeah, or start to rank them, in terms of like who we think is the best and who's the worst of the rest.
Right.
So I'll ask a couple of just quick questions. Does Action Jackson versus Bruce Leroy?
I'm a little biased, man, because I be feeling like karate don't really work unless you karate don't really work unless you fighting somebody in karate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So
I think Bruce Leroy is in the 7th spot.
Okay, so we're gonna put Bruce Leroy in the 7th spot. Where do you want to put Zeus then? Because I had Zeus in the 7th. I can move Rock up to the 5th and Zeus up to the 6th.
I think The Rock beats Zeus.
Okay, so I'm gonna put The Rock at 5 then.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna put Zeus at 6. So we've got half the bracket set. 8 seed, Vin Diesel, Knockaround Guys. 7 seed, Bruce Leroy. 6 seed, Zeus. 5th seed, The Rock. So now what's left to rank in our top 4, Equalizer, Gemini Man, Action Jackson, Black Dynamite. I think for the same argument that you just made with Bruce Leroy, that karate only really work on karate, I think you go Black Dynamite 4th seed.
Only thing is, I feel like he can fight. I feel like he a niggas too. Black Dynamite was Black Dynamite can fight.
That's a great line. He a nigga too.
He a nigga too. Yeah, I think Black Dynamite he's gonna fade out. Oh, you talking about his hands? Because Will Smith's character in Gemini Man, he was a gun toter.
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. Maybe that drops him down because we talking about hands. We're not talking about overall
gunplay
proficiency.
Yeah.
So what does that do for both him and Action Jackson?
I gotta see Action Jackson again. That's an 80s film, right? No, the early 90s, right?
80s. I think late 80s, early 90s. 88. You'll see.
I gotta see how good he was beating people up with his hands.
So I think Action Jackson came out in 88. Yep. Mm-hmm. So I think we could probably be okay, just for shits and giggles, for where we are in the pod, to put Gemini Man as a 4th seed for now, because we'll have the argument later,
right,
when they kind of go up against each other. Action Jackson as a 3. So that leaves Black Dynamite and Equalizer. I think that Denzel's Equalizer, just from a hand standpoint, is a number 1 seed.
And he timing it.
And he'd be not only is he
okay. So we seen him in the coffee shop beat a big ass Russian nigga to death.
Yeah.
Not to death. He knocked him out. But so he's beating everybody's ass. Even guys 20 years younger than him.
Beating ass. And the thing is that he'll use the props around him.
Yeah.
You know, but he's proficient. So
he's calculated.
Yeah.
He's because he's so old and not as big and strong as he used to be. And usually his ops are much stronger and bigger than he is and faster. Yeah. He has to calculate everything. He wins because his mind is so sharp.
He is able to anticipate what's going to happen. Boom, boom, I'm going to do this, and he's going to do that.
Out. Throw him over there. Elbow this guy. Shoot. Throw a coffee mug over there. Yeah.
So we say he's our number 1 seed.
He's our number 1. Yeah.
All right. And so then that makes Black Dynamite number 2. Okay. So now we're able to.
He kicked Randy through the door. He kicked Black Dynamite kicked a grown woman across the living room.
All right, so this is going to be easy. So 1 seed versus an 8 seed, Equalizer versus Vin Diesel.
And Pitch Black? Oh, Knock
Around Guys, yeah.
Equalizer, you said?
Yep.
Equalizer beats Vin Diesel's character in Knock Around Guys.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
So I'm just creating the bracket so I can track it. But Equalizer definitely moves on. 2 seed, Black Dynamite versus Bruce Leroy. That's a great
Bruce Leroy versus Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite has the size. He's stronger. He's a bigger dude. He's more serious. He beat up a whole room full of not ninjas but Asian martial artists. He did like the little scissor kick and knocked out 2-3 guys.
Yeah. Damn. Because Bruce Leroy, without the glow, is adequate.
He kind of needs.
But this is still martial arts versus martial arts.
Yes. I'm going to say Black Dynamite beats Bruce Leroy because if Bruce Leroy and Black Dynamite had to squabble over Vanity, over Lord Charles.
Yeah. Black Dynamite's winning that.
Yeah, because what's his name? Leroy Green? Bruce Leroy? He was a virgin. He never had no buns, my nigga.
Right.
He wasn't really that interested in her at first.
Yeah.
But Vanity, Lord Charles is very similar to Sally Richardson in I forget her name in Black Dynamite, but yeah, like Black Dynamite winning that.
Yeah. Okay. So now we got our number 3 seed versus our number 7 seed. Action Jackson versus Zeus.
Ooh.
The nostalgia of Action Jackson got y'all because I'm rewatching this scene right here. And it's going back and forth.
He's not making easy work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Little name recognition. He gets Action Jackson. Yeah.
Woo,
yeah.
He got roundhouse kicked onto a Corvette and slid down.
By old white man. We'll have to put a link to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the nigga from Coach? Is that who's that dude? Lord Charles.
Yeah. Vanity's in that movie too.
Lord Charles is in that movie too. That's right. I forget. Dang. Hey.
Oh man.
Hey, that's the dude from Coach, right? Is that him from Coach? Hold on.
Whatever his name is, yeah.
Hold on, yes.
He's got one of those classic Hollywood names.
Hold on, man. Yeah. Craig T. Nelson. That's Craig T. Nelson.
Craig T. Nelson fucked up Action Jackson.
Oh,
man.
He eventually had to shoot him. He didn't even whoop him.
Oh, yeah.
They got
against Zeus?
Yeah. I think
there's no way that guy beat Zeus.
Yeah. Zeus, it's
yeah.
And so technically that's an upset.
I did say I need to watch Action Jackson again.
Yeah.
I think as a kid
we remembered Action Jackson, man.
Would he even be in the bracket?
Yeah, he's supposed to like after what I just saw.
Let's watch it. I'm gonna go back and watch with Action Jackson.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go and see if he whooped other asses in this movie.
Yeah.
Cause he let Richard T. Nelson beat his ass, and he a high school basketball coach.
Maybe he just
nigga.
got out the hospital, something like that. Who knows? Okay. All right. So now we got Will Smith's Gemini Man versus The Rock in the Rundown.
Ooh, now watch the Rundown. He was whipping ass.
This would be fun. We'll figure out how to put clips from the
Gemini
fight
Man did. Gemini Man did a lot of shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
The
think
Rock was out there, huh?
I'm not on the.
Let me see.
Yeah,
now I want to see. Yeah. Commercial.
But when Will Smith was fighting his clone, they was getting after it.
They with fisticuffs?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is The Rock with the.
Oh yeah, he ended up whooping this dude though, and then he ends up whooping a lot of other motherfuckers in this too.
I'm gonna give it to Gemini Man
because
he's military trained. Is the Rock in Rundown military trained? I think so. I think he went away and came back, but he wasn't like a specialist, right?
No, that's that one you're talking about. The Rundown is a different movie. The other one was out some yeah, hey, that's Lil Richie from that's Lil Richie from the Last Dragon.
Yeah, serving him.
Okay. So full circle, we gotta say that Will Smith and Gemini Man, his character would mop the Rock's character in the Rundown because Lil Richie from the Last Dragon
served him.
Or Lil Ernie, I'm sorry, Lil
Ernie, yeah.
Ernie Reyes or something like that. Oh, whoa. Hold on, watch this real quick. Watch this, nigga. Hee-yah! Boom, that. Hey, Will Smith ain't doing that in Gemini Man.
That's true.
He did a donkey flip without touching his feet.
That's true.
Oh man. All right, show us some Will Smith.
Because in the Rundown, The Rock's character is a retrieval expert, a bounty hunter who collects debts. So we got a bounty hunter versus Gemini Man,
who the owner, his sergeant was like, man, you such a dope ass soldier. I'm gonna clone you.
Yeah. So I mean, we can only go on what the eyes tell us. I'm gonna bet that.
I don't think The Rock's seeing that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Like they using tactics. That's skill and ability.
Wait. She got to get a good burner for the nigga. They flipping this shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's dope. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. But I think Gemini Man isn't as strong as the Rock's character. So I see a lot of slamming each other around and shit.
But like, but like you talked about when we talked about the Equalizer, somebody with true hands don't have to, size ain't gonna matter. Pause.
Right. Okay. So we'll do this. We'll do this because a bigger dude normally would win in a fight, but Will Smith isn't a small guy.
Right.
The Rock is 6'4", 6'5", 6'4".
Yeah.
About 270. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith is about 220, 6'2". A guy that's 220, 6'2" should be able to, if he know what he's doing with his hands.
If he's trained, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll give Gemini Man Will Smith over The Rock in the Rundown. We'll do that.
All right. So it breaks out. So now it's Equalizer versus Equalizer was the 1 and 8. So we got the 1 and 8, the
4 and 5.
The 4 and 5. Okay, so the 4 and 5. So basically, yeah, I got it right. So it's Equalizer versus Gemini Man.
Equalizer versus Gemini Man.
Yeah.
Woo. Now, Gemini Man, so Equalizer, we know that Denzel ain't running nowhere. He not hopping over nobody's wall. You know what I'm saying? It's all here.
Yeah. Shit.
Denzel is a one-man wrecking crew.
Yes.
He's gonna go into a village, but so will he though.
That's what's so interesting is that because
all right, let's say this.
Yeah.
Gemini Man, Will Smith has to be Equalizer Denzel because Gemini Man, Will Smith is the young Denzel.
Right.
They're both trained assassins, trained military men.
Right.
It's just that Denzel's character, he's been chasing mercenaries for 35 years.
Yes.
Now he's in his late 60s or his early 60s, I mean, late 50s, early 60s, and he's been fighting so long, he knows how to beat down a younger, stronger guy because he's been doing it for years.
And that's why like I want to give the edge to the Equalizer, to Denzel's Equalizer over Gemini Man, and where they fight plays a factor into it. Because if it's like in a dojo or something like that, maybe you get the edge to the younger man, right? Because you got to feel like skill for skill. But like if they're fighting in a bar or a nightclub or in a garage or a house,
type of guy that will kill you with a handkerchief.
Exactly.
Oh, choke you out with your own handkerchief.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like then it goes to like older master versus young warrior.
Yeah.
Right? Like the older master, even though he's not as strong or as fast as he used to be, he's smarter. And
Equalizer Denzel's character didn't come this far to come this far.
Yeah. See.
So for him to use, everybody he beats in these movies are younger than him. Everybody. Faster, bigger, stronger.
Yeah.
So for him
but not
to
as
come
skilled as Gemini Man. But no, he's going up against trained assassins too.
Yeah.
This is a very good point.
Yeah.
Like everybody that, like, aside from when he just be up against mobsters,
right?
He be up against people who come from that same world that he comes from.
Yeah.
And be handling
almost like the Steven Seagal versus Tommy Lee Jones in Under Siege.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They come from the same world. They both that was a good fight to the death.
Yeah. So I think like if we have to vote Equalizer versus Gemini Man, who you going with?
I gotta go with the more experienced.
Yeah.
Equalizer
moves on.
Yeah.
Okay. So then
but by the hair of his chin.
It's very close.
Very close.
It's very close. And it's interesting because I'm thinking of like these characters. I enjoyed the Equalizer movies a little bit more.
Right.
And because of that, like I think I have an Equalizer bias because
maybe two.
Because the fact that they show you what he's going to do.
That's what I'm saying.
Before he does
he's
it.
like this.
Yeah. Now you have an appreciation for it, right? And a man that sets his watch on how long it's going to take to whoop every
9 seconds
in here.
Yeah.
And judges himself afterwards.
Right.
Right. Like not like
yeah.
Yeah.
Getting a little rusty.
You got it, right?
Man, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so then that brings us to our number 2 seed versus our number 6 seed.
Okay.
Black Dynamite versus Zeus.
Black Dynamite versus Zeus. And I think y'all should look at some of the clips. Go to fight scenes in No Holds Barred. Go to fight scenes in Black Dynamite to judge whether or not Black Dynamite can beat Zeus in No Holds Barred. You know what I'm saying?
I think that I think Zeus got this far by the luck of the seedings. Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think
because he don't have it.
Yeah.
He's just a big, strong
He's
guy.
just a big, strong
with wrestling experience, no real karate, no kicks.
I think they took him out the pen, like he was like from the penitentiary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think because of the seedings, like I think like do I think Bruce Leroy? I think Bruce Leroy would beat Zeus. But the way we seeded it, Bruce Leroy was a 7 seed and Zeus was a 6 seed. I'm not fighting the seedings.
Right.
But basically, I think that like Zeus was a 6 seed that got into the Final Four, but I think Black Dynamite will whoop Zeus's ass.
But okay, true. So it's Black Dynamite versus Zeus, not Bruce Leroy.
No. The way the brackets worked out,
Zeus doesn't get past Black Dynamite.
Yeah, because Zeus was able to take Action Jackson because we have to refresh our browser.
We saw Richard T. Nelson beat the shit out of him.
So that's how
Roundhouse kicked a nigga onto a Corvette.
Yeah, so that's how Zeus even got to the Final Four
Yes.
because of the Action Jackson
Come
slander.
on, Action.
We gotta watch it again.
I gotta watch it again.
So-
I'm probably gonna watch it, but either not today than tomorrow.
Yeah, but based off of that, I think Black Dynamite has no problem whooping on Zeus.
No, yeah, right.
It's easy.
Because Black Dynamite is beating the brakes off of Richard T. Nelson.
Yes,
That's the guy from Coach.
You'll never
the
see
TV
that.
sitcom.
Mhm.
The TV sitcom. Huh?
Craig Nelson.
Oh, I said Richard. Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah.
My bad. Craig T. Nelson
Mm-hmm.
is the guy on the TV sitcom called Coach. That guy was whooping Action
Carl
Jackson's
Weathers.
name, Carl Weathers' ass in the movie. He so bad that he had to shoot him to kill him.
Yeah.
To win the fight.
I gotta watch it again.
I got to.
I gotta see it again.
I got to.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move. So our finals:
Finals are
Denzel's Equalizer versus
Yes.
Black Dynamite.
Ooh, Dynamite.
They say styles make fights.
Yeah.
These guys have two totally different styles.
Yes, they do.
So it all kind of depends on what world we're in. In the real world, I think Equalizer beats Black Dynamite. In Black Dynamite's world, I think he beats the Equalizer.
Right.
Of these two, even though I know Michael Jai White is a skilled martial artist, the argument is that Black Dynamite is a little unrealistic and the Equalizer is very realistic. So to that point, I think if it's Equalizer versus Black Dynamite,
And if you're being real, Black Dynamite went up against like street thugs.
yes, this is true.
Black Dynamite, Equalizer Denzel was going up against like mafia guys, Russian mafia,
Special
agents,
double
yeah.
agents.
Yeah. Dude.
I am making a statement that I think, in terms of just real world fighters, I think Denzel's Equalizer has the best hands.
The best hands, bro.
I think he has the best hands.
Old as hell,
Yeah.
but he's the smartest, the most calculated, and the best hands. What do y'all think?
Yeah. So I think that's the bracket.
That's the bracket. The
So-
the best black movie character hands goes to Equalizer Denzel.
All right. I hope we haven't forgot about somebody.
I'm sure we did.
I'm sure we did. I'm sure
And we're not talking about superheroes. We're not talking about. We're not
boxers.
talking about.
We're not talking about
boxers.
We're not talking about
Karate guys.
Mhm.
We're not talking about Demolition Man Wesley Snipes or Blade Wesley Snipes.
Yep.
Because those guys are supernatural.
Yep. So
Excuse me.
just hands on hands.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
I would never have thought, honestly speaking, until we broke this down the way we did, I would never think that someone that's 60 years old, even in the movie,
Yeah.
he's retired, he's older,
But he's still dangerous.
and he's definitely not in his 50s. He's
Yeah.
past his 50s and his early 60s.
And the
And
reason
he's
why
super dangerous.
And the reason why I give it to him, why I think it makes sense, is if I just look at everybody on this list, like, he was the number one seed, he didn't have to fight everybody to get to the top.
right.
But I think he lays hands on everybody. Like, I think Equalizer lays hands on Bruce Leroy,
Yeah.
for sure. He lays hands on Zeus, right?
Yeah.
Like, he lays hands on Vin Diesel from Knocking
Right.
Around God. So I think, like, he's laying hands on everybody.
I hear.
The Equalizer versus Gemini Man was a great like bracket, but I think ultimately it's the Equalizer. I'd love to come back and we'll do this,
Might
when
do
we
this
come back
again.
around for a bracket for the Supernatural, because we got Blade, we got Meteor Man, we got Morpheus,
We got Morpheus.
we got Hobbs,
Hobbs.
we got Black Panther.
Black Panther.
So there's a lot of, like,
Yes. Black movie characters with hands. In this case, it's supernatural movie character.
Catwoman,
Catwoman. Put Catwoman in there.
Catwoman Black.
Yeah.
She got hands, she got feet.
Yep, she got hands and feet.
Bald Bull. Mike Tyson from Tyson's Punch Out.
Only because it's not movies.
Yeah,
it's not movies.
It's not movie. Okay. And then what's also great is the boxing bracket is shaping up nicely.
Yeah,
because we got Apollo Creed, Adonis Creed, Hurricane Carter,
Clubber Lane,
Gladiator, Cuban Gladiator, Too Sweet
and Penitentiary.
From Penitentiary.
We gotta watch those again too.
So those are good brackets.
We might have to watch those together, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Yeah, Penitentiary. Let's do that.
Yeah,
we'll say those movies.
Yeah,
for us, bro.
Man, I'm bringing comfy clothes.
I'm comfortable. I gotta bring a few snacks.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I gotta work out good that day.
I'm gonna have a brown bag. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I can't watch Penitentiary sober. You get like 7 years bad luck, right? Like,
right.
I need to have something in my
breaking the mirror and shit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right. That's it,
man. So
Equalizer.
Denzel Washington. What the hell? Let's get his name. Equalizer. You see, if you get to it first, let me know.
Yeah, I'm Equalizer film. His name is Robert McCall.
Robert McCall is the movie character with the most hands.
Yeah.
The black character in films with the best hands.
Yeah. He was totally in control of every situation. I love the first Equalizer when he goes into the Russian bar.
Yeah.
Like he serves everybody there.
In.
Yeah.
Yep. Looks at the whiskey bottle, the whiskey glass.
Yeah.
But then it was like a corkscrew too, I think.
It was a whiskey glass, corkscrew, cue ball.
Yeah. He just
Yeah. And then the scene where he's on the train, like in like Switzerland or something like that.
Yes.
The man got hands.
And if you think about it, Black Dynamite did that too. And Black Dynamite, he went to the pool hall, locked everybody inside with him, and got to work. The only difference is, I think these guys would get their asses kicked by the guys on that train. That Denzel, that Robert McCall.
Yes.
Is it Robert McCall?
Robert McCall.
Robert McCall had to face.
Yep. That's a fair bracket, man.
Yeah, fair bracket, bro.
I can't.
What y'all think?
Yeah, I can't wait for the feedback.
And who did we miss? What black actor characters? Once again, not boxers. That's a different bracket.
Not
supernatural black characters. But these are regular men, human beings that have no special character, no special effects, no superhero,
no abilities,
supernaturals, no supernatural ability, and
don't call out somebody to just like knock somebody out once.
Right.
Like I don't want like Goon number 3 in such and such movie. Like
it gotta be
it's gotta be somebody that was like, oh my God, I can't believe we forgot about this.
If we forgot somebody, by all means, please put it in the comments and we'll read them. But like that's what we got so far.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
BlackBusters brackets. Best black character hands in a film. I'm Bigg Jah, along with
I want to think of a new name. I'm trying to be like tight, but I just would be Bracket Tone. But I might be Tony McCall.
Tony McCall? you did. That's your move, my nigga? That nigga said, beep, boop, go. Hilarious.
That's me.
Tony McCall.
Like every single one, I just fuck somebody up. Like each one.
Yeah, look, you blocking somebody and punching them at the same time.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man. All right, here we go.
That's how good I am.
That was fun. That's how good he is, man. BlackBusters, man. Catch us next time. Be good or be good at it, man. Love life. We out here, man. To the max. Pew.
BlackBusters.